With One UI 7's beta in full swing now, so many people are clamoring for a feature that you don't even need, App Lock. Instead of worrying about that, let me show you how to use Secure Folder on your Samsung so you don't even need to worry about that feature at all. Welcome back to SamMobile TV. You're here with Daniel. And yes, I get that a lot of people have actually asked for this for a number of years, and it's also available in One UI's version in China. But just because it's available doesn't mean you need it. A lot of people seem to really just want things that they can't have. And when the One UI 7 beta launched, everyone was asking for this app lock feature to be included. The question I have is though, why? We have got an article where we do sort of break down some of the reasons why you might want to use it. But I look at it from the other side, because if you really want to protect something, having an app locked in plain sight will just pose more questions for people. Why are you hiding something in that app? Why can't I get into that app? Why have you locked it? Whereas with Secure Folder, you can literally make it disappear and those questions will go away because you can hide a bunch of apps, a bunch of files, and keep it completely separate from the main part of your phone. The best thing is that it's available with any version of One UI. Whether that be One UI 7, whether that be One UI 6.1.1 or One UI 6.1, you don't need to download an update to get it. It started all the way back with the Galaxy Note 7. It lives in the security and privacy menu. So when you go into here and go into the settings and go to security and privacy, you will see Secure Folder as part of this. Underneath the more security settings, and you've got Secure Folder. When you click on Secure Folder, it is hidden behind your fingerprint. These are the settings. So this is the stuff that you can control, and we'll come back to that later because what I want to do first is sort of show you how to set it up. So let's put this one aside and let's bring in the fresh S24 Ultra with no Secure Folder on it. So to set it up, you do the same sort of settings. So we go into the settings menu, into security and privacy, and then we go into more security settings and into Secure Folder. So this is the starting screen. This is the one that you see when you first sort of click into it. Go to continue, you do all the prompts, and then Samsung in the back end will go about creating that secure folder. Might take a while, so we'll skip ahead so you don't have to wait. So what you do from there is you can choose how to secure it, whether it be a PIN, a password, a pattern. I recommend using something that's separate from your lock screen. So a password if you want, don't look. So you can also reset your lock screen for Secure Folder with your Samsung account too, which is nice because if you ever forget it, you can go into your Samsung account to access it. And then you can also enable fingerprints, which I haven't set up on this phone. So for the purposes of this, I'm not going to go through that whole thing. I'll show you how it works once it's finished on this one. Then you go next. And as you can see, you now have apps that are separate from the main part of the phone. So separate My Files, separate gallery, separate camera, separate internet, separate everything. And the thing is that you can add. So not only can you download from the Play Store and the Galaxy Store, but any app that's installed on your phone in the main part can be duplicated and installed in the secure folder part as well. So if you wanted a separate version of OneDrive, add it and it will add it into here. And then that's now separate from the main part of the phone. A lot of people will say that it's doubling up and I don't want to have to access it twice. I think the thing is though, is if you don't want to access it on the main part of the phone, then this is actually going to work really, really well for you. Any files that you want to add, you can do so from the 3-dot menu. You can hit add files and you can customize how your lock screen looks. This is for me is probably the biggest part of why this is better than app lock, because you can give it a different color and you can even give it a different icon and then change the name and just call it something like games. And then you can apply that there. And then that folder inside your app screen will now be known as games. And every time you want to go into it, it's there. Now there's some settings that you can customize because you can notice there it didn't lock. You can hit the 3-dot menu and go lock and exit. So then the next time you go to open it, you have to enter your password or use your fingerprint. But that's effectively how to set it up. It's dead simple. If I wanted to move something from the main part of the phone into secure folder, like this photo, for example, I can hit the 3 dots on the photo and hit move to games. And that has now moved it into my secure folder in the gallery there. It's just completely separate from the rest of the phone, and everything in here lives independently. It's basically like having a phone within a phone, and it's all secure. It's all secured by Samsung Knox. If we want to look at some of the settings, let's swap it out and go to this S24 Ultra now. In here, I've still got it as secure folder. Let's go, there it is there. And you can see here now, I can bring in my fingerprint to unlock it. This is obviously the One UI 7 icon, so it's all kind of fresh and new. If we go into settings here, you'll see a lot of options. So you've got lock type, you've got the option to auto lock it. So you can do it either each time you leave the app, or if you want to do it when the screen turns off, if you're using it multiple times in one sort of phone usage session. Or you've got a couple of options there, timed or when phone restarts. In terms of apps, you can see an apps list sort of populate, and then you can kind of bring extra apps in as I showed you before. Notifications as well. You can choose how you want the notifications to display, whether you want them hidden or whether you want them to be on display. You've got Galaxy AI options in here as well, which is, I think, going to be part of it moving forward. You've got accounts, because you can have separate accounts. If you've got a separate Google account, you can run it in here and keep it separate off the main part of the phone. You can restore it from a backup, because you can do this with the Smart Switch process. And there's some extra settings in here as well, like being able to do Samsung Pass and some other sort of phone settings that you can toggle. And that's your secure folder. I think for people who are talking about app lock, this does way more. I get that app lock might become a bit more efficient if you just want to hide one app. But for me, it's the same, because you just put the app in here and then hide it when you have the settings with customizing it. You can make it look like a briefcase. You can make it look like a key. You can make it look like glasses and call it entertainment. You can really go to town and change how it looks, so then it's hidden from your main screen. There's also an option here to encrypt your secure folder. So basically what this will do is, once you close secure folder, all the apps will stop working and you won't get any notifications. The next time you open secure folder, it unencrypts it or decrypts it, and then all the apps will start working and notifications will come through. This just means that if you're wanting really to lock it down, and if someone does get into your phone, secure folder not open will mean it's encrypted and they can't access it. Probably one worth checking out. So let me know if you've used secure folder on any one of your Samsung phones. It's a really powerful tool, and for me, mitigates the need for app lock at all, because it can do so much more. Hit subscribe, lots of stuff to come. See you guys next time. Thanks.